Another Sony Betamax video, this time magnificent C7, flagship model of its time. This device got same problems as the previous C5 I had. Uneven capstan speed and all the belts and rubber parts need to be replaced. Previous video was about capstan speed problems, so in this video I'm focusing on the belts and other rubber parts. First the casing out so we can see inside. It doesn't matter which belt is done first, but I like to do it in a way that I don't have to remove and reinstall parts multiple times back and forth. Counter is the first, cover plate around the counter unit. Then cassette carrier and plastic cover plate under it needs to be removed. Taking the whole counter unit out is really big job, so I decided to play a surgeon and put the new belt on without removing anything around it. With small pliers and other tools I managed to slide new belt in place in a few minutes, so way faster than exploding whole device. Next, small belt here, nothing special with this one. Then I restored old rubber rings here. New ones are hard to find and these were in quite good shape, so I just sanded the surface. Sometimes I use brake fluid to revive old hardened rubber parts, but that's a whole another story. Next belt is here. Sheet metal plate is removed and this PCB under it. As a mechanical engineer, I loved how you can spot many clever design tricks to help the repair guy, like this PCB staying up when lifted, and holes here to get access to screw below without removing all the cables. I recommend to take a lot of pictures before continuing, because many levers and rollers and other parts can slip to wrong orientation. Then these two bolts are removed and this part comes loose. Next I can remove this small clip holding the gear wheel on a shaft, and I need to lift this wheel out, but this black carousel system is blocking it, so I have to take these two roller guides out to lift this black carousel part. And now there's many parts loose, so be careful that everything goes back in place same way as you lifted it. This black part is carefully lifted, just enough to pull the gear wheel out under it, and to make this easier you can cut the old thick belt and pull it out so it doesn't pull the loose part around. Now two belts can be changed. Make sure that thick one is installed first. I just stuck the new belt into the hole here, because other end is going to be installed from the bottom side. Then belt is looped around the whole sub-assembly, and after that the thin belt is dropped in place and this gear wheel can be reinstalled. Now carefully black carousel back in place, rollers back, clip back to the gear wheel and sub-assembly bolts back. There is an adjuster slot with these bolts, so fine-tune the position in a way that gear is touching the black carousel part enough but not pushing hard against it. Then other parts from this area can be put back in reverse order, and then the thin belt is installed around the pulley under the carrier area, and after that we can finally install cassette carrier back, and basically the top side is now ready. Then to the bottom side. Bottom cover out, and there's a big PCB under it. This PCB plate has hinges, so it opens easily, and there's two cables that need to be removed from the connectors while opening this. Now we can see the other end of our new thicker belt, which is sticking out from the hole we stuck it earlier. It belongs here under this subassembly, and this subassembly needs to be removed, and while doing that also a flat belt under it can be installed. Other end of the flat belt is here on the capstan flywheel, and this bearing subassembly comes off around the flywheel, and we can also pull the whole flywheel out, so we can clean the capstan axle easily while doing the belt change here. Then first the flat belt in, and before closing the flywheel subassembly, it's smart thing to add some lubrication to the bearing here. Then the thicker belt can be installed. There is adjustment here, so again check that gears are touching but not forced hard against each other. And then finally the easiest belt on this device is replaced like this, and then everything back together and we are ready for testing. During the testing you may notice that black carousel part is moving quite stiff and slow, and that indicates that gears are adjusted too close, and it's also possible that gears can slip and grind against each other, and that means that those are not close enough. So you may have to adjust those small screws here to get the perfect fitment between the gears. And when the mechanism is moving nicely, just rest of the plates and covers back and you're all set.